What's going on, family? LeeMack912, and I am back. I am back fresh off the boat from the trade show. And when I tell you a time was had, a time was had. Ooh, child, a time was had. We had a great time. Listen, my very first interview, you knew who it had to be with my sponsor from Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust, Steve. And shout out to Edgar, Chris Duque, Cindy Saka, Anna Jose, David Lafferty, as well as the man himself, Steve Saka. So sit back, because you know Steve can talk, and he don't mind talking. I don't remember what we talked about, but you're going to see. So hang on. Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust, PCA 2026. Here we go. Peace.
Want something to smoke?
Yeah, why not?
What do you feel?
I don't know.
It's your choice. Whatever's on the desk.
Whatever's on the desk, you can smoke one. I would have to break through one of those Culebras, but
Right. Well, there's a Culebra for you to take with you.
oh, I appreciate it.
So there you go. That's easy.
That's easy. All right. Oh man. Smoke one of these silver pieces. That'll work.
There you
Thank
go.
you, sir. Hey, you know, the last time I saw you, one of those times, I ended up with a lighter. I said, Steve, you got a lighter? You go, I got this cheap-ass lighter. It don't really work, but here, you can have it.
Still working?
Hell no.
There you go. What do you expect for free?
I know, it's free. And you said it was cheap when I got it, you know? So how you been, man? You good?
I'm tired.
Yeah, me too.
I'm real tired.
I'm trying to leave.
Really?
Yeah, I'm moving to Jacksonville.
I like Jacksonville.
I do too.
Yeah.
But it's been a long journey, you know.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, I hear you.
So, look at this cutter. The Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust cutter. Too expensive for you, but very nice.
Yeah,
Mine
I'm
looks very nice.
only going to charge you $3.
Use it. You know, when I came to the show, I had the cutter out there, and I was like, "There's no way this is leaving my garage, because with my luck, I'll lose it." You know.
Well, we'd be happy to sell you another one.
I know you would. That's okay.
You know, it's funny. We sell the cutter still, but we don't really promote them. We're not in the cutter business, right?
Right.
So I mean, anybody that wants one, they can talk to the retailer. We can get them one.
Right.
We don't really make money on them because they cost so much to make.
Right.
We literally charge about $25 over our cost to manufacture, and that just handles. I'm on the video here, so say hi to the folks.
Right. Say hey.
Say hey.
Hey everybody, this is my dear friend Steve. He's the best in the business.
Too kind. Appreciate the lies.
Come to Germany. It's back.
So it's like I use one of the times that we talked, right? We talked about accessories, like we're not in.
Yeah, it's not our business. Yeah.
But in talking about the pricing of it, right?
Yeah.
But then, I got my here. Look, we got cappuccino, whatever the hell this shit is.
That's the world's smallest cup of cappuccino.
Yeah.
It's espresso, but that's okay.
Espresso, my bad.
Yeah, come on.
We were talking about the pricing of the accessories, right?
Yeah.
And so you were telling me how it's priced. So
yeah, because most accessories, they want to charge, they want to make a 4 to 5x multiplier of their actual FOB cost, and you can do that when you're getting something made in China that costs $3.12. Right. But when you're making this handmade finished cutter in America, that you're like, if we price the cutter the way most accessories are priced, the cutters would retail for about $1,300.
Yeah.
That's what they would retail for. So oddly enough, I got no quibble with someone saying that it's too much money.
But for $400,
But the truth is, actually, it's really kind of a steal compared to what it costs to make, given the way they price all that crap.
So I had somebody reach out to me with one of these big expensive humidors, right? Thousands of dollars. So I took that thing there. I go, well, based on what Steve said, this thing probably only costs you about $300, $400.
That's probably about right.
Yeah. So I said, I'll take it because they wanted me to ship it back. And I go, I'm not shipping it back. If you ship it over here, I'm going to keep it. But I'll pay you according to that price.
Oh.
They were like, okay.
See?
Yeah. So it must have been about right.
Yeah, about right, yeah. Exactly.
Anyway, we are here to talk about cigars. I am smoking. What the hell am I smoking this morning?
It's Sakamasa Tapane.
Tapa Negra. It's got two different color.
Yeah, two different wrappers. So essentially, it's the base blend. It's the same cigar as Brûlée. And
Which is one of my favorites.
But all we've done is on the head add a swath of a really heavy sun-grown Nicaraguan Cuban seed wrapper. And look, it's a project I did with my friends at Hoya on Cabanetta.
Right.
But that was based on their Connecticut blend.
Right.
And it was a project that I had done even back like in 2011-ish.
Right.
When I was at JR. We had a brand called La Excepción Tapa Negra that we had done a limited a batch of.
Right.
And it's a pretty simple concept. You take a cigar that's a relatively mild cigar that's easy to smoke, no bite, no pepper kind of thing, something that's really smooth. But by adding that swath of that really much more robust wrapper, you have the contact with your oral membranes so you get the taste and the flavor of the heavy, fuller bodied wrapper coming in contact with your palate. So you get more richness, you get more flavor taste wise, but it doesn't change the octane level of the cigar. So the cigar itself remains a very cool, easy, smoking experience, but yet it gives you more richness. And the other thing too is with most Connecticut shades, you notice how when you smoke Connecticut shades, they almost always turn bitter, right? In the end.
Yeah.
Well, in this case, it won't turn bitter in the end, but what it will turn is if you smoke into that wrapper, it's going to become really, really strong. It's going to be a bit of a culture shock for the guy. So, but if you really want to finish on like a real bang, you can. You can smoke through it. I don't know that most people will.
Yeah. So you're just by having that dark wrapper in your mouth, it changes. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, just think about it when you chew on a broadleaf cigar versus when you just chew on a Connecticut shade before you light it up. You can tell the flavor difference, right? So basically, it's just sheerly from the combination of your saliva mixing with your taste buds. It just adds a little bit more depth, a little bit more richness, a little bit more bold flavor, but without actually making the cigar stronger to smoke.
Yeah. So I mean, it's morning time. I'm tired of shit, man.
New Orleans, we're on day one of the show, and you're like, I'm tired of shit.
Oh, I'm tired.
You got 2 more days to bang through.
I didn't want to get up this morning. I'm like, I don't want to do it, but I got to. I'm drinking espresso.
So what are you down on Bourbon Street collecting beads? Is that what you're doing?
We went over to the warehouse about whatever time it was. And about 7:30, I was like, all right, time to go. I didn't sleep good the night before. So,
if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
61. I'll be 62 next year.
All right, so I'm 60. We're the same.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore either.
Yeah. Are you a night guy or are you?
I normally am a night guy.
See, I'm not.
But I can't. But if I got to do but I'm a night guy because I have the luxury of not getting up in the mornings.
Right.
If I got to get up in the mornings, I am definitely not a night guy. And, so I was up this morning like at 5:30.
Yeah, I was too, because I'm still on Eastern Standard Time,
So it's kind of brutal.
Yeah. But I figured it's going to be a long day today, a long night, and so it's just a lot going on. So I'm trying to pace myself,
So in that Tapa Negra, we're doing 2 sizes. We're doing a standard Toro, and then we're doing the one that you're smoking, which is kind of a classic Cuban Corona Gorda size, 5 5/8 by 48.
So I like the smoke size in sizes, right? Like, what are your favorite sizes? I know what my favorite. I know you don't necessarily like the Lancero and that small ring
Look,
gauge.
my favorite sizes are 48 ring gauge cigars that go from about 5 to 6 inches.
6 inches,
That's like my favorite. And then my other favorite is actually kind of like a double Corona. That's like a 7 by 54. Right. And I mean, look. Also, it depends on the blend.
Right.
Certain blends just work really well in a Toro or work really well in a Robusto.
Right.
But for my own personal smoking, I tend to like things that are in that 46 to 48 ring gauge more, unless I want something that's like a 54.
So how does the size change the blend though? I know when you're going to size it up or down, you got to do something.
Well, it's right. You're modifying the blend, right, to accommodate the narrower ring gauge. But really the biggest thing that changes is when the cigar's a narrow ring gauge, it tends to smoke a little stronger because it tends to burn a little hotter. Because when you smoke, whatever your natural draw is your natural draw. You don't take small ring gauge cigars and take little pulls.
You're taking the same.
You're taking the same pull.
Right.
So you're always moving the same air volume through the cigar, whatever your natural is.
Right.
And the thing is, because the ring gauge is narrower, you have a smaller cross section.
Right.
So you're bringing more air across a same amount of air, but across a smaller surface. So what'll end up happening is the tobaccos will combust a little hotter. So if you don't adjust the blend in any way, just by going down in ring gauge, it's going to concentrate the flavor.
So you have to, I guess, in adjusting the blend, you have to make it so that it's
You
less
either
strong.
do or you don't.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Because sometimes what you really want is you do want it to be a little stronger, right? So I mean, essentially like on the spicy beef stick, right? It's the same base blend, the beef stick, which is a 48 ring gauge cigar, as like the Fratanga, which is a 52 ring gauge cigar. But the proportions on the blend are the same, but it ends up being a little more potent, a little bit more punchy by the fact that it's in that smaller ring gauge.
Right. So let's talk about it. So you talk about the spicy beef stick. We got the spicy beef stick here. We're not going to tip the box out, but that's something.
They're actually glued in.
Oh, good.
I know how this works, man.
I'll be the first guy.
Hey,
what's up, brother? My brother, how you doing, man?
Hey, say hello to LeeMack's audience right here. Stick your head in here.
No, come on.
Right over here. No, come on, man. Everybody wants to see.
Stick your head in.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, guys.
It's Chris Duque, the man behind the year in the Duque.
He's the man. I'm the man.
Good to see you, brother. Yeah, man.
So about the email?
No,
It's
come
all,
on.
that's just the way we do it. The way I do it, anyway.
Yeah, I don't care either. There's so many people like they want the pristine video. It is impossible here. You're gonna have people saying hi as they walk by. You're gonna have people coming up. It's the way it is.
People walking in front of you. So to me, it's more like natural.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I sat down, I don't know what the fuck we started talking about, some shit, whatever, and then we went somewhere, whatever. Then we kind of came back to the cigar, then we went somewhere else. And I'm like, that's the way you have a conversation when you're smoking a cigar.
And that's how just real life is.
Right.
Well, and that's one of the things like about your videos is they feel more authentic, right? A little. When it gets all polished, it just doesn't feel true to me. Right. And I actually think with like the more younger audiences, I actually think they appreciate that much more. Just hey, this is what it is.
Yeah, because you know what, like coming from sales, I've done real estate sales and other sales, right? You've taken these classes, right, where you have like the answers that you give somebody, how to sell somebody. So when somebody's selling me, it just comes off real clear to me.
Yeah, it feels that way.
So, and I don't like that, you know what I mean? And so I like the idea of being able to say, I tell the story all the time. I say, Steve, first time I met him out in Kansas City, we were in Outlaw. I walked up, I was a brand new cigar reviewer, and I go, yeah, I'm LeeMack or whatever. I don't really like most of your cigars.
Yeah.
And you were like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, look, what am I supposed to do? Tell you you're wrong?
Right.
It's your palate. It's your choice. You smoke what you like. You don't smoke what you don't like. I mean, I think the one thing that most people can universally agree on is we make very consistent, very good cigars. But whether they're good for you is
They may not be
because it's a flavor, it's a taste, it's a strength thing. And what I always say is I hope that somewhere in the portfolio there's something that you go, oh, that's really, I really love love that cigar. Whether it be a Brulee or a Mi Querida Black or a Sin Compromiso, that hopefully there's one or two in there you go, oh, you know what? That one for me works for me, but I don't expect everything to work for everybody. That's unrealistic.
And then what you also told me was, all right, smoke this one in that size, try this one in that size, try this one in that size.
Right.
And I went up and got, now tell a story. I went to the cash register, I bought them all, right? And I smoked them all to see, well, does that size make a difference?
Yeah.
And will I like it any better, you know?
Right.
So, all right.
And he didn't, but that's another
But Steve is still my man, though. So, you know, that's the thing I love about Steve.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, but, you know, you'll get on your rants on Facebook. You're not looking for the politically correct answer. So I see a lot of me and you and some of the things like the same. Like, I don't give a shit if you like my review or what I said about your favorite.
But I always share them.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Because they're like honest opinions. And the other thing too is you don't like drag through. You never dragged any of my stuff through the mud, right?
Of course, they're all good cigars.
They're all good cigars.
Whether I like
but
it,
you also
right.
tell people how you feel, how they smoke to you. You know, so like, let me ask the question the other way around. I mean, what in my portfolio is something that like you actually this works for you?
So I love the Brulee Blue.
Okay.
I love the Unstolen Valor.
Okay. Those are two wildly different.
No, I know they are. I like them. I like the Now Leave Me the Hell Alone.
Yeah.
That Lancero was good.
Yeah.
This is very good. I don't know that I smoked the original Cabanetta or whatever it was. This is good. I like that aromatic #1 in Stillwell.
Yeah.
I see we got a new Stillwell.
Yeah, Stillwell, I totally screw with Stillwell.
Yeah, I know. And you came out with made it totally different. You know? So you've got some things, but like Sin Compromiso, is that the one with the black Fleur de Lis band? What's that one on there?
Black Fleur de Lis band.
It's one of your standard cigars.
Mi Querida?
Mi Querida's got like a crown. It's like this.
No, that's no. Mi Querida's kind of the.
It's none of those. No. Mi Querida, I like the Mi Querida red. Of course, we talked about that before. You know, like it was an old blend. They changed it, but now it's back to the same. Everybody loves it now. So if you're looking to pin me down and say, all right, this is a cigar I'm going to make that LeeMack is going to like, hard to do. Like you said,
just you saying Unstolen Valor and Brulee.
Yeah,
that doesn't put you in a box.
No.
Where some customers, they are like, literally like, oh, I really love Tricky Traca. And if you like Tricky Traca, I know you're going to really like Mi Querida Black. I know you're going to like Mi Querida Blue. Yeah. It's really just a question of which of the three variations you like the best, right?
Right. So for me, it's like with your stuff, I like the consistency. I like the fact that you're always willing to take a chance, even if it's not something that you would smoke on a daily basis. You go, this is what the customer wants. I'm going to do my best to make the best cigar.
Look, I'm cheap, so I'm trying to make a cigar in every genre, so that way I don't have to buy anybody else's cigars, right? I mean, so by me having the Brulee, that gives me something soft and easy that I want. When I want something that's going to give me that thing, it's going to be a Tricky Traca. You know, like I've been smoking a lot of these new Stillwell.
Yeah, I got one yesterday. I gotta try that one.
Yeah, I mean they're totally revamped the whole blend, everything.
Right.
You know, and we color coded it now. The bands are simpler, so you can tell the blend by just instantly looking at it. You know, make it easier. But we made a whole new version of English.
Okay.
Now, first off, the entire line is now sweet tipped.
Right. Okay.
But I made a whole new sweet tip recipe.
Right.
That's brand spanking new, that nobody's ever used before. Because I wanted to try to get that. I wanted to get rid of the synthetic twang.
That's what I wanted to ask you about. Because that's what I hate about sweet tips.
All right, I'm probably gonna get shot for this, but I'm just gonna. Sweet tips are made with saccharin.
Yeah.
They use saccharin.
And it tastes like
And the reason why they use saccharin is you can't actually use real sugar because real sugar actually will ultimately end up, it'll end up going sour. It'll decompose. It'll rot. Right? So you can't actually use real sugar.
Right.
So almost there's a couple exceptions out there, but the absolute vast majority of sweet tip cigars are actually made with saccharin. And it gives you a little bit of this like synthetic kind of twang.
Right.
So I wanted to on the new Stillwells, I wanted to start from scratch.
Okay.
I didn't want to use any saccharin at all.
Right.
I wanted to go to something that was much more organic.
Right.
I don't even want to disclose what I'm doing yet.
No, I don't want you to do that. Yeah.
it's actually pretty and
dope.
it's also it's like new Judge Meta ruling compliant, which is really kind of freaky.
Okay. Yeah.
But anyways, but yeah, totally revamped Stillwell. We kept the aromatic #1. It's the one that has the same color blend. But even that one, I adjusted the pipe filter blend a little bit. We have more of it in there, so you get more of the aromatic, a little bit bigger room note on it. Obviously revamped the sweet tip. I slightly adjusted the black filler recipe on the cigar component to let the pipe tobacco be a little bit more present in the experience. The Claro one, the light colored one that now has a light blue band on it. It's kind of a combination between the Holiday 23 and Holiday 24.
And the holiday ones have always been very good to me.
The holidays, and those were really popular. And then the English is the one that got the most work. The pipe blend in the English has been totally reworked. It's less Latakia, toned down the burley, made it a softer, easier English, and then paired with the sweet tip. It's the one I'm really curious how people are going to feel about it. Because I really like that one. That's actually what I'm smoking now. Of my own free will. So
and I did like the Con Alam that you did for my friends over here in Harrisburg.
That's a pretty cool cigar.
Yeah, it is, and it's a small size, so it's definitely giving you the kick, but I like it, you know. So so you can't pin me down when it comes to cigars. One thing I've always asked, I go, now your cigars are always, you don't sell like budget cigars, except for my favorite, which I like the Umbagog.
Yeah, but even Umbagog aren't really budget.
Not anymore.
I mean, it's not gonna compete with what you can get on, like a CBIT or an auction site. You know, hey, you're gonna get 30 cigars for $20 kind of stuff. You know, but I mean, yeah, for us, they end up normally working out somewhere between $8 and $10 in a non-tax day.
And that's not bad. And the bronze back, I love that more than the original. That was like a fantastic cigar. That was a good cigar.
Do you prefer the original bronze back format, the Corona Gorda, or did you like the Robusto better?
I like the Corona Gorda.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I like the smaller ring.
But guess what? The Robusto, well, it sells great, but the Robusto sells more because there's way more Robusto Toro smokers than there are, the original bronze back size smoker.
Okay, so let's talk about the Culebra.
Yeah.
We got the Culebra over here. That's something else that's new that's coming out from Culebra from Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust, correct?
There you go.
Yeah?
You do the Vanna White.
Hey, I didn't do my fingers this morning, so I've actually never smoked the Culebra. I've got one now. I always look at them.
Oh, it's stupid as hell.
And I was like, so like you said,
it's a novelty cigar.
You said the other day, when you were smoking it, you go, you're either gonna, smoke it with 3 friends, or you take it apart and you smoke all 3 of them yourself. You know, it is a novelty cigar. What's I guess in the history of it, why would they do that? You know?
So there's two competing stories. The first story is that the factory. See, I can't even get the stories right. Okay. One of them is the fact that the factory would tell the workers they were allowed to take 1 cigar home a day with them. And that some inventive bonchero torcedor came up with the idea of, I'm going to make a Culebra, braid them together, and I'm going to make my one, right? That's kind of where the origin of it is. It was kind of a getting over on the man story, right?
Stick it to the man.
Right. Honestly, I really think it's some marketing weenie in like 1875 invented the story as a way to say, hey, how are we going to market this thing?
Stupid
looking cigar. The thing with most Culebras is, other than very few, most aren't long filler. Like Placenti in the Year of the Snake, that was a long filler. Oliva had one. Davidoff has had one over the years. Pete had one Old Man in the Sea.
Right, I remember that one, yeah.
We're going way back to like
Actually, I take it back.
2011.
I have an Old Man in the Sea. I never smoked it.
Most Culebras are actually not this size. Most are Panatellas because they're easier to braid, and also most are short fill because they're easier to braid. These turned out to be extra complex to braid because I actually had to increase the ring gauge to 40, so it's even bigger than a Lancero style Culebra by just a couple ring gauges. But making them all long fill and making them 40 ring gauges makes them harder to braid. So for every Culebra that actually ends up in a coffin, we end up losing one cigar. We have to make 4 cigars to actually end up with 3. Sometimes none of them crack as we're braiding them. Sometimes 2 crack. But the overall is we lose about 25% of the cigars making them. But I like this because by making them denser and making them all long fill, they just smoke better. They don't smoke hot. They hold an ash. They have that draw. You just look dumb smoking. And you know, and the other historic story, and the concept is, well, it's so that you can smoke it with 2 of your friends, right? I mean, that's kind of it. But again, I think if you've never experienced a Culebra, I think it's something you should experience, right? I think it's something that's worthwhile to try. Okay. It's a little fun. It's a little unique, but I don't think that all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I'm going to smoke Culebras.
That's what I'm going to be smoking all the time.
And the thing is, what's nice about this is like a blend that's in a way that, you know what, maybe next year we don't bother ruining the cigars by twisting them in braids. And we just release the blend in that 7x40, which that has me making another. That's another damn Lancero, really. Kind of a fat Lancero. Because for all practical purposes, it's essentially a Mickey Rita Lancero. For all practical purposes.
So so that could work too.
But I think it's unique. I think it's fun. And we're selling them they come in boxes with 3 coffins, so it's 9 cigars.
So what's the price on that?
Oh, really expensive, like $60 a coffin.
$60 a coffin. So you're really paying like $20 a cigar, though.
You're paying, you're paying 15 because I had to destroy 1. So it cost me. You just don't get the one that got destroyed.
There'll be somebody out there that says, I want that one too, you know? That's a collector's item. Let me take it. All right, Steve, I'm going to get out of here, man. I appreciate your time.
Oh, no, you forgot one thing.
Oh, one thing? Wait, I forgot something.
Yeah, something important.
Oh, wait. I did forget something.
This is probably really in your wheelhouse. There's going to be something in here you like.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Corona sampler. Oh, Sin Compromiso.
Sin Compromiso, not one of my favorites. I think you like it, though. All right, so we got a Corona sampler, the Cosmic Corona Sampler, 7 unique ligas, 14 puros. So that's nice, because this is my size. You know what happens with me and your damn samplers? I buy the box and then I don't want to open it. That last one you did, what were they, all Lanceros?
No, we did one that was a Lancero, and then last year we did Essentials, which was basically Toros of all our core, and then we did the Deep Cut, which was a sample that was just made of all my favorite cigars.
No, I'm talking about the Lancero one. So I've still got like 2 boxes of those. I don't think I've broken any of them. So basically we have a Corona Brulee Blue, a Corona Salida Red, Sobra Mesa Salida Red, Corona Mickey Rita Blue, Corona Tricky Traca, Corona Sin Compromiso, and then I have 2 unique blends. No, it's okay. That's all glued together. And then we have the Corona Alpha and Omega, and they're 2 totally unique blends that I never released, that I made eventually. The intent was to make them in the Muestra series, but I can't sell them. Because if I release a Muestra that's a Corona, I'm like basically saying, oh, I'm happy to go to the trade show and sell 4,000 less boxes. Because the retailers won't buy them. But by doing this sampler, you'll buy this.
They're gonna buy this because this is gonna be a sexy sell. Right. So it's kind of like a way to make them eat their vegetables. You know, because you you put it this way, like, all right, yeah, I can sell this. But if I took all of these cigars and I released these Coronas in individual boxes, no.
They'd sit on the
they're
shelf.
like, they're like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
My guys aren't smoking Coronas.
Yeah.
I mean, they're Corona people, but there's not enough of them.
Right.
And the retailers are just like, they just want more Toros.
Yeah.
They just want more Robustas.
Yeah.
They just want more Gordos.
Yeah.
Right.
I know what it is.
Right. That's what they want.
Yeah.
Right. But by doing this, I think that they'll go.
So what's the price on the box? MSRP?
That's a good question. Yeah, let's look that up. I don't even know. It is $216.
$216.
Yeah, for 14 cigars.
14 cigars.
Yeah. No, and look, and then that's full boat. Right. So you figure most retailers are going to give you 10%, 15% off on the box.
So you
that's going to get you around 186, 187.
So that ain't bad. That's you can pull the trigger.
Yeah, and I mean, and there's nothing in the box, even with the core stuff.
Right.
We've never released Coronas in any of the blends.
Right.
So it's really 7 different new cigars.
Right, and that's definitely something that'll be good for me. That'll be good.
And the other thing that's nice too is by there being a pair,
right,
it lets you smoke one with having a backup one to come back to.
Right.
Yeah, so it's
I like it.
yeah, I like it too.
That's good.
And also it's pretty.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Hey, well, Steve, man, I appreciate you, man. More than you know, you're like one of my favorite cigar dudes. You're probably
thank
like
you,
the
man.
top guy. I appreciate your support every year at the channel. In fact, it's because of you that I'm here, right? Because I don't have sponsorship and all this other shit, so I got to pay.
I don't give you that much money.
Yeah, but I save it up to come to the trade show.
Really?
Seriously, yeah. Yeah, that's what I do.
And I'm honored.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Dude.
So, yeah. That whole check.
And you don't even like my cigars enough to warn it.
Well, it's okay. That should be saying sponsored by Steve Saka.
Sponsored by Dunbarton Tobacco and Dries.
I tried to get some of those sponsorships, and I guess I wasn't their cup of tea. You know how it is.
Oh, dude, it's because you say stuff that isn't always industry friendly, and they don't like it.
Yeah. So, and
Ours the year list.
Hey, listen, the worst cigar on the year list is the fun thing, man. You gotta have a worst cigar on the year list. And the thing is, the worst cigar on the year list doesn't mean they're bad cigars. They were just on the bottom of my list of what I smoked. That's all. You know? It's all good. My brother, I appreciate you.
Oh, man.
Love you, man. I'll see you around. Thank you very much for the smoke.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure that I smoke it and not leave it in a box, you know?
All right.